You are welcome to my channel, Mindset Academy, where we are to solve a problem involving CAM. And the question goes like this. It says, lay out the profile of the radial CAM to give an inline roller follower 16 millimeter diameter the following motion: 0 to 90 degree dwell, 90 to 180 lift, 38 millimeter to lift 38 millimeter with simple harmonic motion, 180 to 270 degree dwell, 270 to 360 degree fall 38 millimeter with uniform velocity, cam rotating clockwise, minimum cam radius 56 millimeter, cam shaft diameter 24 millimeter, draw the cam profile and displacement diagram. Very good. Now the first thing you do is to tabulate it in a tabular form. Write all the data given. Right? It's very important. Now you put everything in the question, you write them in tabular form. The first thing you should do on the journey to draw your profile diagram and displacement diagram is to start with what? Your camshaft diameter, right? That is why I'm putting it first. The first thing you should draw is what? Your camshaft diameter. So how will you do that? The first thing you do, you should draw your vertical line in this manner. You draw the vertical line in this manner. You can see that. Then you draw your horizontal line in this manner. You can see that. And it is meeting at this point. So that center will be the center of your cam shaft, right? So, and we're given 24 millimeter as the diameter. So you need radius. So I'm going to measure half of 24, which is 12. So this is what we have here. And I'll place it at that center here. And I'm going to thicken it in this manner. Right? So this is my cam. So the next thing you do is to draw the minimum cam radius. That is step 2. And it's going to be what? 56. So on your meter rule, you measure 56 from 0 right to 5 is 50, this 55, this 56 here, right? Just like the name implies, radius. So you start from the center and you're going to mark up here. You draw your circle on that point. So this is, it will be front line, minimum cam radius, right? So this is what we have here. Now the next thing should be the lift. The lift is given to be 38 millimeter, right? So you measure your 38 millimeter from on top of the minimum cam radius here, and you measure 38. So if I place it this way, this is 38 here, right? That will be the 38, and this is where it ends here. You can see that on this spot here, or you just measure it on your meter rule, 38 from 0. This is 38 here, and you place it on this top and you mark. You can see that. So you start your lift from on top of the cam radius and place at the center, take it to this point, right? Then you draw your circle. You draw what? Your circle. Faint line. Now, first step, the cam. Second step, the minimum cam radius. The third step, the lift, right? Then the next thing you do, you're going to divide this into 12. How we divide into 12? Just place your compass at the end here. You take it to the center. You can see that. And you strike up by bisecting the circumference of the circle. You come to the other side here. You do the same thing. You strike up by setting the circumference of the circle. Come at the topmost point here. You mark left and what? And right. So what you just do, you now take your meter rule and you pass those points through the center of the circle. So this will go this way. right? The next one, this will go this way. The next one, this will go this way. The next one, this will go this way. So this is what we have here, right? You divide it into 12. It can be more than that, depending on you. But the best way, divide it into what? Into 12, right? Now, we are told that the fourth step, we are told that the cam rotation is clockwise. It means that the cam is rotating in a clockwise manner. So you just place your arrow here at this point here. This is how my cam is rotating, going in a clockwise manner. And once the cam is rotating in a clockwise manner, the follower will be rotating in an anti-clockwise manner this way, right? It will be going in an anti-clockwise manner. So the cam and the follower always rotate in opposite direction, right? So if that is the case, this will be my 0 degree, this will be my 30 degree, this will be 60 degree, this will be 90 degree, this will be 120 degree, this will be 150 degree, this will be 180 degree, this will be 210 degree, this will be 240 degree, 270 degree, 300 degree, 330 degree, and 360 degree, which is essentially what? 0 degree. Is that okay? Now this is what we have here. Now, before we can actually draw the displacement diagram, right, we need to draw the profile diagram, right? So what we'll just do, it can be anywhere, but I'll just draw it under here, right? So I'll take my set square, my t-square, and I'll just draw this horizontal line this way, you can see that, and I'm going to do the next one this way, right, this way. Now the next thing is, from this point where my reference point is 0 degree, and I'm going to say that my scale should be 1 centimeter to be equals to what? 30 degree, right? 1 centimeter should be equals to what? 30 degree. That should be the scale I want to use on my profile diagram, right? So I'll just use my meter rule, because my meter rule is calibrated in millimeter and in centimeter. So I will use the centimeter there. So if this is 0, this will be 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Why am I using 12? Because I divided my circle into 12, right? So each of those points, I have 0. This will be 30 degree. This will be 60 degree. This will be 90 degree. We have 120 degree, 150 degree, 180 degree, 210 degree, 240 degree, 270 degree, 300 degree, 330 degree, and 360 degree, right? So what I will do is, the height of my profile diagram is always the lift, and the lift is given to be what? 38, right? So I'm going to measure 38. Half of 38 is given to be 19. So I'll measure 19 this way on my meter rule, from 0 to 19, just before 2, right? And I'll place it at this point here, and I'll just mark here. I'll come here this point again, and I'm going to mark. So it means that from here to here is 19, from here to here is 20, right? And I'll make that to form a box. I'll make that to form a box this way. The first one is coming up, then this is being closed down this way, right? So that is my lift. Then the next thing I'll do, all these points, I'll start radiating them upward. So from I'm taking all of them up, I'm taking them up, I'm taking them up, I'm taking them up, I'm taking them up, and this one up too, and this up, and this up, and this up, and this up, and this up. So this is what we have here, right? Now the next thing we'll start. We're told that from 0 degree to 90 degree dwell is at rest, so nothing happened, right? So I'll move this from 0 to what, to 90. I'll taking it. Nothing what happened. Can you see that? That's why I'm taking that line. Nothing happened. So this part here is given to be my what? My dwell. Nothing happened from 0 to 90. So if I like, I can easily remove all these lines here, right? So let me do that. So that's what we have here from 0 to 90 dwell. You can actually leave your line if you want to. Now we're not told 90 to 180 lifts with simple harmonic motion. So from 90 to 180 it lifts, and then not place a distance 38 millimeter, right? Means to the highest point. So from 90 to the highest point of 180, it lifts with what? Simple harmonic motion. So whenever you hear the word simple harmonic motion, it means you are going to draw your semicircle. You draw your what? Your semicircle this way. Can you see that? And we know very well that this will be the center of the semicircle here. Now the question is, how many division, how many ways, how many sides will I divide the semicircle into? It depends on the distance between the 90 degree to the 180. So we'll start counting from 90. This is 90, it will be 0, 1, 2, 3. So it's 3, and I cannot divide this circle into 3, right? Is either I divide it into 4 or you divide it into 6. So what will I now do to make this to become 6? Now, look at what will happen here. Since your scale is 1 centimeter to be equals to what, 30 degree, automatically 0.5 centimeter, right, will be equals to what, 15 degree. That is just it. Is that okay now? So that means half of it will be my 15. So I will take half of all those measurements. So if I use my French cut, my meter rule from 90 here, right, from this point here to 180, you can see that. If I move it to 180, this is 180 here. So in between them, this will be half of it, and also what? Half of it. You can see that? And I can actually take that up because I'll be needing them. So just take this up this way, take this up this way, and take, that's all we have. So let's now see what will happen at this particular one too, this way. So if you count, let's count now and see. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it is up to 6. So I'm going to divide this circle into 6. So how will I divide it? I'll place my compass from this point to this point, right? And I'm going to mark up. I'll mark down. I'll place it at this point here also. I'll mark up here on the circumference. I'll place it here also, and I'll mark here too. So I'm going to pass those points through the center to the center of the circle. I'll take those points to the center. So I have this. I'll come here again. I have this. I'll come here again. I'll have this. I'll come here again, I'll have this. You can see that. Now the key word is this. Whenever you are told simple harmonic motion, this is what you do. Start again. Either you divide it into 6 or you divide it into 4. If you watch some of my videos, which you can click this link here, you see where we can divide a semicircle, that is simple harmonic motion, into 4. It depends. So let's move. Now, the first one, we'll move this to what? This is 90, 120, this will be what? 105, right? So I'll move this to be 105 this way to move to the 105. Yeah, this is 105 here. How good? 90, 105. The next one will be 120. It is this. You can see that. The next one is 165. That's in 135. Right? This is 135. So let me put it where? 105. 135. Right? And the next one is 150. So I'll move to 150, which is this. 150 here. You can see that. The next one is 165. 165. So I'll move it to this point. Then go back to 180. So this is what we have there. Is that the key? Now we move forward. So one thing you need to understand, since I have 105, 165, so what will come here is we'll get there. On my 90, this is my 90, in between 90 and 120, I have 105. So I'll just simply bisect that point. I'll just bisect the point from here, where it touches here, I can just bisect it, strike an arc, place it here also, strike another arc. So this is where they meet, this point. So I'll just pass it through the center. Right? So I'll pass it through the center here, or better still, I'll use my protractor to get the center of that shape there. So I can use my protractor to get it. Right? So let us use the protractor and see what will actually happen there. If I use the protractor and I place it this way, look at what is happening. Place the center point here. This is 90. So you can see that this is 90, this is 100, and this will be what? 105 here. Is that again? And when I move that to the center, I'll be having this. So this line you see here, this is 105. Now I will not stress myself by doing everything the same way. I'll just come here and place it this way. This is 105 here. So the next one for 120 we'll have 135, 165. Right? So just do it that way. And this way. This will be 135. This will be 165. Then we have 180. So this is what we have there. So because I did them here, so I have to come and do them here. So we can proceed now. We're not told that from 180 to 270 is dwell. So this is 180 to 270 is what? Dwell. So I'm going to what? Taking it. 180 to 270 is dwell. This way. I'm taking it this way. Right? And I can easily use my French curve here to also get this one out of it from here. Just get it out of it this way. Literally get it out of it. Taking 3 at a point. Sorry. This will be better. You can see that. Then I'll come here and do the same thing here. So you're getting 3 points at a time. So now we move forward. So this point to this point here, from here to here, we'll say it is what? Lift. Then from here to here, we'll say it is what? Dwell. Right? Then the next one is now from 270 to 364 with uniform velocity. So whenever you hear the word uniform velocity, and they call 38 4 with 38, and that means 38 down to the lowest point. We move from here to here 38. When it's 38 means they're telling you to go finally to rest, right? And that is 360 here. Now let's join this with my straight line, because I said uniform velocity. That is why I'm drawing it with what? My straight line. So this is fall again. This is fall. Right? So this is my displacement what? Display my profile diagram here. Now the next thing is to draw the displacement diagram, and this is what we are going to do about it. From 0 to 90, your initial point should be on the minimum cam radius, right? Now we'll start from 0, 30, 60, 90. They are all on the minimum cam radius. So this will be 0, this will be 30, this will be 60, and this will be what? 90. They are all on that point. They are taken because they are at rest. Then we'll start rising now. 105 to this point is just, my compass can actually hold that. Let's see, from 105 to this point. This is what we have here, right? So I'll place it on the line of 105, and I'm going to mark. So this is the point that we need. The next one is 120. So I'll come here also, make 120 at this point. So I'll come to the line of 120 using my cam radius as my initial position, and I'll mark. The next one again, I'll come to 135 to this point. I'll place it at that point. I'll mark again. I'll come again. I've done for 135. I'll go to 150. Take it to that point on 150 here, and I'll mark. Then the next one is 165 from here. Take it to that point, right? Then I'll mark 165. Then we have 180. The final position is touching the highest point, and this is the highest point. So 180, 210, 240, and 270, they are all resting, just like here to here is resting. So they'll be on the highest point. The minimum cam radius is the lowest point, right, which is anything on this line, while the highest point, right, the 38, will be on the what? On the follower here, on the lift, right? So here, here, and here, they're on the line because of what? They're on the highest point. Now the next thing is 300, as in 300 from this point to this point is the 300, and now place it at this point. I'll mark. The next thing again is 330. I'll place it at this point. I'll mark. Then back towards 0, and this is the 0 that we have here. Now we're told it is roller. We will not continue just like previous video. If it was knife edge, we'll just join the lines together with your French curve. But we are told that what? The follower type is roller, and is given as what? 60 millimeter. So I'll measure half of it, which is 8, 0 to 8, which is here, right? And I'll place it at this point. I'll mark here, and I'll come here. I'm going to draw a tickled circle here, right? Then the rest will be faint on this point where I mark, faint line. On the next point that I mark, faint line. On the next point 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 I mark At the next point that I mark again, faint line. On the next point, faint line. On the next point, you continue that, like that. Continue that. Do not make it come out. Just stop here. There, also. Don't make it come out. Here also. Don't make it come out. Here also. Don't make it come out. Here too. All those points. Then here. Then here. This is what we have. Now you now take your French curve and you join all beneath the circles. There should be tangential. So when I come here, I'll join these three together first. You can see that they are moving. So I'm going to join these three together first. This way. So from here. From here. Here. You just join them. Here. Join here. Then here. Then here. Then here. Then here. Right? So this is what we have here. So this is the displacement diagram. This is the profile diagram. This is your data given. And this is what you're asked to do, right? So if you have actually found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment if you have any question. Thanks for watching.